can't think for themselves, so they allow somebody else to think for them. Because if you could think for yourself and you can rationalize with yourself, you wouldn't need no religion, first and foremost. Everything is based on a divine spirit. We all come from a divine source. So when you lock yourself into a religion, basically what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to be locked into somebody else's thought forms that was already pre-made for you to keep you in a bonded state. So interestingly, out of all of this, there is never really no higher knowledge or any type of learning in the churches about what goes on in the spiritual realm. And most of everything that I've learned right now had nothing to do with the church. Matter of fact, most of my spiritual awareness didn't happen until I just totally denounced the religion all in its entirety.
Right.
Because I just reached a stage in my life a few years ago when I started just having questions. And I done read the Bible like 3 or 4 times front to back. And every time I read the Bible, it left me with more questions than I had prior to me reading it. And I just realized that the answers that I needed wasn't going to come out that book. And I just started tapping into myself and just really like trying to establish and connect myself with communicating with my ancestors, which they've done in so many different formats, whether it be through the forms of other people, a divine a confirmation, or you would probably, in most cases, have some type of knowledge passed on from your ancestors in the form of dreams. But when I started asking questions and realizing gradually that the religion that was forcing us is nothing but a lie, that's when I started to basically like accelerate into higher thought processes in a higher form of spiritual growth and a higher awareness of what's really going on out here. And first and foremost, you got to have that will and desire to want to know. If you don't want to know and you don't seek wisdom to understand, you're going to be lost out here. And that's pretty much what's going on with the majority of our people that's locked up in church right now. Because what happens is the religion was put on us as a form of a mental and spiritual handicapness. It's to cripple us. So we would never get to that point to maximize where we need to go spiritually, and to get into our higher God form of the version that we are right now. We all have a higher selves. And the religion was created by the oppressors, whatever you want to call them, for that particular reason. Because the moment that all of us reaches our zenith and our peak, it's basically a wrap for the people who is spending millions of dollars to oppress us. So they can't afford for us to start waking up, because when that happens, this whole thing is done. And they're desperate race of people that's willing to do anything and everything they can to keep their existence and their whatever